The United States, Russia, China, India. The race to reach the moon, which happened between the United States and Russia in the past, is heating up again. But this time, there are more than 2 countries in addition to the European Space Agency. Moon is approximately 400,000 kilometers away from us. Human beings consider our nearest neighbor in the solar system as a stepping stone for a more complicated trip to Mars. NASA aims to land the first woman and person of color on the lunar surface. A lunar base is needed. For this reason, ESA plans to send a mission to the moon to examine the depths of the lunar surface, a different dark side of the moon. But why? In this video, I will talk about the reason and a breakthrough mission. As astronauts are planning to stay there for long-duration missions in the future, moon caves could be the ultimate habitat for them. Lunar caves are not only a geologically pristine record of the moon's history, but they could also provide a safe home for future human explorers, according to ESA. To figure them out, the Paris-based space agency brought more than 60 experts from different fields in science and technology. The scientists designed a mission to enter a pit on the lunar surface and explore the entrance to a lunar cave. Not all pits on the moon are craters. Those that formed from lava flows billions of years ago are considered potential destinations leading to huge, unexplored tunnels. As part of a challenge to detect, map, and explore lunar caves, the projects called RoboCrane and Daedalus were chosen. The 2 studies were united into one mission. If they are sent to the moon, the robotic crane will be lowered down a cave explorer Daedalus into a lunar pit. First, the cave explorer will figure out the entrance to the cave. Subsequently, it will map the closest part of the cave at the bottom. The Ariane 6 rocket is planned to launch the mission to the lunar surface in 2033 at the earliest. To reach the moon's surface, the European Large Logistic Lander will be used. The target is the Marius Hills pit. Caving the pit will last 2 weeks for Earthlings, according to calculations. That is equal to 1 day on the moon. While we are aware of the moon's barren surface through orbital spacecraft, subsurface cavities remain a mystery. Astronauts landing on the lunar surface are vulnerable to external factors. That's why the potential caves could protect them from radiation and incoming micrometeorites. Not only could they provide shelter for moon travelers, but they could also provide access to icy water and other resources that were trapped underground.
We know a lot more now about there being potentially water on the surface of the moon. That is both scientifically interesting for what it tells us about the distribution of water and the origins of life.
For the first time, NASA's SOFIA has confirmed water on the sunlit surface of the moon. Probably, water is not limited to cold and shadowed places and could be distributed across the lunar surface. The teams behind RoboCrane and Daedalus continue to develop their ideas regarding the initiative in question. According to their published paper, RoboCrane is described as a system providing communication between the lunar surface and caves for exploring robots. There are 3 key stages to exploring and mapping lunar caves. In the first step, after evaluating the safest access point, the presence of voids will be detected. Following this, the arm will be deployed over the rim and the cave unit will be pulled down. In the third and last step, the mission will explore and map the pit floor. A possible key segment will be mapped for up to 100 meters. By doing so, scientists will have a big chance to create a lunar home for those who will stay on the lunar surface. This chart indicates projected space exploration missions from 2020 to 2030. As low Earth orbit missions are on the front line, attempts for reaching the moon are considerable amount. The European Space Agency underlines that the progress that has been made so far puts the agency at the front line of pushing space exploration beyond the surface of the moon and into its subsurface. On the other hand, there are still lots of things to be done in the next decade to make such a mission possible.